Hey boys and girls, and welcome to week 9, day 4. So if you're looking for day 3, there is no day 3 for this week. If you remember, day 3 for the blue group, you guys are on Veterans Day, so you have that off. And day 3 for the red group, you guys have an alternative assessment test that you guys are going to be taking, okay? So again, we're on day 4, so if you're a little confused, where's day 3? There is no day 3, it just doesn't exist. So your paper, if you remember, we started one in class, week 9 videos, and in class. Yours looks a little different than mine because I haven't started my paper yet. I haven't been with you guys, obviously, in class. I'm recording this video prior to us being in the classroom. So yours is going to look a little different because you've already got it started, but I'm going to go ahead and make this circle here and just say day 4. And we're going to really take our time with these, okay? So we're going to copy these all down. I know it looks like a painstaking process, but we're going to copy them down. So we're on question 7. And it says 70 times 20. So we're going to do the quick, easy way that Mr. V taught you how to do these. And they're doing it also the same exact way that we are. So you remember, multiplying by powers of 10. 70 is a power of 10. 20 is also a power of 10. So we'll be able to use our powers of 10 trick to solve these. So we're going to underline what we can multiply, which is in this case, the 7 and the 2. We're going to do that in our head. That's 14. I'm now going to put a check mark over my zeros, 1, 2, and I'm going to add my 2 zeros. Okay? So there's our first part. So if you look, it says 70 times 20 equals blank. We just did that part. Now, they want us to break it apart into unit form, which we already did in class. If you look at number 5 and number 6, we did those in class right before you left on day 2. So we did those in class, so they're very easy for us to do. So let's break this apart. This is not just 70, but it is 7 tens. And we're multiplying 7 tens by 2 tens. So when I multiply 7 times 2, I get 14. Now this is where it gets a little tricky in your head. You're going to think you're just going to put down tens, right? Well, think about that. If you had just 14 tens, right? Let's count by 10 14 times. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. 140. So we can't say 14 tens because we're multiplying the tens as well. 10 times 10 is going to be 100. Good. So we're going to just put 1400. Okay? All right, let's go to number 8. I'll put it right underneath it. I don't have enough room to the right. Question 8. 70 times 30. So again, practicing our powers of 10. I know 7 and 3. That gives me 21. And now I count my zeros, 1 and 2. Now that's the easy Mr. V trick that I taught you, a month ago. We've been using that for 10 times as many as. So now let's break it down another way. Instead of saying 70, we're going to call it 7 tens. And then we're going to break it apart as 3 tens. And this looks very similar to the one that we had just done. So we do 7 times 3. We come up with 21. Make sure you don't put tens because again, 21 tens will not be 2,100. 21 tens will just be 210. So we're going to go 21 and 10 times 10, hundreds. I should put an S on both of these here. Okay, no, sorry, 100. Okay, so that's all we're doing. Another way of showing multiplication using our powers of 10, breaking it apart for us. Okay, so let's go to a word problem here. It says, if there are 40 seats per row, how many seats are there in 90 rows? So this is an area question. Let me go ahead and draw my rows. One side is 90, 40. Oops, we'll go the other way around. Probably should have made that a little bigger. Make that just a little bigger. I'm going to put my 90 on top. And then 40. So now area model for this is length times width. Area equals length times width. Notice how we're not putting area equals L times W. That was our week 8. We've passed that. I hope you're dreaming of the area and perimeter formula, that you guys know how to do that at this point. So we're going to go ahead and go right for it. We know 9 times 4 is 36. And then count my zeros. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So giving me 3,600 seats. Okay. So I did a area model for that one. Let's go to question 10. It says, 1 ticket to the symphony, which is a very, very nice concert where people play orchestra music. So we'll have woodwinds, violins, violas. They're playing music. So 1 ticket to the symphony costs $50. How much money is collected if 80 tickets were sold? So again, boys and girls, this is as simple as 1 ticket's 50 and they sold 80. 5 times 8. Now this is where kids get tricked. 5 times 8 is 40. Notice my zeros already there. Okay? I have to add 2 more zeros to this answer. So make sure you don't say 400 is your answer. We did a couple of these in class. Remember, when we're multiplying these, 5 and that 8, it gives me 40. Okay? I didn't add a 0 yet. This is just what I got when I multiply 5 and 8. It ends in a 0. Now I have to go ahead and count my zeros. I have 1, 2. So I have to add 2 more zeros on top of that, thus giving me $4,000. Again, this is really easy stuff this week, guys, because it's something that we've already done in class. So we're taking a step back, we're relaxing, we're getting this math, we're hammering it down. This is a very good week to practice your extra math on a daily basis. All right, so let's go to the next page. If you're scrolling down, we are skipping the charts. So skip where it says 20 times 3. I'm not going to do that with you guys. I'm okay with that. I'm on a new page. If you're on a new page, you can go to a new page. And we only have a couple more to do today. And my first question is question 2 on this page. And it's on my lesson 6 exit ticket. It says draw an area model to represent 20 by 30. So we're going to go 20 by 30. This area model right now, boys and girls, is nice and easy for us because we're only dealing with tens. Notice how it's not 21. Notice how it's not 37. It will be. It will be. It's coming. The hard stuff's coming. So that's why we got to make sure we know how to do the simple ones. We know how to do these ones. 2 times 3 is 6. Comma zeros. 1 and 2. 1, 2. There's my answer. There's my answer. That's simple. Okay? They want us to go ahead and tell us the answer also this way. It says 2 tens times 3 tens. That equals 6. So we did 2 times 3 is 6. And then 10 times 10 is hundreds. 6 hundredths. Or 600. Okay? You guys are loving this stuff because look at this. Almost under 10 minutes and we got one question left. And it's a super easy question. So it says every night Eloise reads 40 pages. How many total pages does she read at night during the 30 days of November? So question number 3, Eloise reads 40 pages. And that's 30 pages a night. 4 times 3 is 12. Count my zeros, 1 and 2. Give me 1,200 pages Miss Eloise runs. Okay? Now, I haven't shown you guys this just yet, but I want you guys, just for a second, you don't have to copy this. I want to show you how this would look like a tape diagram. We haven't showed you yet tape diagrams for multiplication, okay? So this would be ridiculously long for you to do a real tape diagram. So it would be 40. I'm going to do 40 just a couple times. I'm not going to do it 30 times, kids. Don't you worry. I'm just going to do it this many times. And then here comes the fun part. I would not want to do this 30 times. I don't have enough room to do it 30 times. Okay? So I'm going to put ... You have to like that. Now, if it was only 4 times, right, we'll just do it 4 times. Okay? But it's not 30. I'm not doing 30 here. So we'll just put ... times 30. And I would do my tape diagram. And that would be a tape diagram for multiplication. Okay? Now it also works backwards for division. So our division question would be, let's say if we know how many pages she read. So what if the question said she read 1,200 pages? We know the total for all of November. And let's say she read 40 a night. 40 a night. So we'd put 40, and then we'd put a question mark right here. Okay? But obviously this was our unknown, our question mark. And we'll add more to those when we do tape diagrams for multiplication, because this could also lead into more 2-step word problems because it's pretty simple. All right, guys, under 12 minutes, there's no assignments. You just had to copy what I did, make sense of it. This is a skill that we want to have mastered at this point, the powers of 10, multiplying by the powers of 10. All right, see you tomorrow for day 5.